Hi, I'm Cade with St. Bede Farm, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about screwdrivers. Here are two screwdrivers that I've had for a while. I bought these as a set of, obviously, Craftsman screwdrivers, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 years ago, I guess. But it was long enough ago that they say made in USA on them. These, obviously, you can see they've had some use and have a little rusting, pitting. These are in my toolbox, which I can put in the truck or whatever else, but I recently got a tool chest with drawers, and I wanted a nice set of screwdrivers for the tool chest. So because these Craftsmans had worked well for me, I first had planned on just getting another set of Craftsman. However, the Craftsman screwdrivers are no longer made in the United States. They look just like this, but they're made somewhere else now, and I kind of wanted something made in the United States. So I looked for other brands that I remembered having been made in the United States, like Master Mechanic from, I think, True Value, Mastercraft, I think, from Menards, and none of those are made in the U.S. anymore either. I did some research. Apparently, these Craftsman and those other brands were all made by Pratt Reed here in the U.S., and Pratt Reed is out of business, so harder to find made in the U.S. screwdrivers. However, I did find these screwdrivers at Walmart, these HyperTough screwdrivers. Now, there is no marking on this screwdriver anywhere that's made in USA, but I'll show you here a video that I took at Walmart of the packaging. The packaging does say made in USA. These I just bought this 2-pack because I was at Walmart and needed a screwdriver to do a emergency repair on the car. So I bought this 2-pack of screwdrivers. But I took a video of the 6 or 8-pack, whatever it is, the largest one that they have. If you only need a couple screwdrivers, you're looking for made in the USA screwdrivers, don't need very many, you might look at these HyperTough ones. They seem okay. The number 2 Phillips seemed like it fit real nice on a number 2 screw. Again, they're not marked, but apparently they are made in USA. I don't know who makes them. I tried to look it up online. There was some speculation they might be made by Great Neck, because apparently there's some Cobalt brand screwdrivers that are made in USA that are marked as manufactured by Great Neck, but I don't know who makes these for Walmart. Again, we'll show you that video, but it does say made in the USA on the packaging. You might have noticed in the beginning of this video, I had these 3 screwdrivers set out. Channellock, Mayhew, and Wright. You'll notice that they're all extremely similar looking. My understanding is all 3 of these are made by Mayhew, so this is the original, if you will, here. The Wright, as far as I can tell, is nothing but an exact replica of the Mayhew rebranded. Obviously dark blue instead of red, says Wright instead of Mayhew, but you'll notice that both of them have the USA stamping right here. They both have these little ridges. They both say made in USA here. If you turn them, the numbers are different, but they both have the number stamped in. The Wright's number isn't painted on black, and it is smaller than the Mayhew number. And then identical warning on this side as well. The Channellock is a little different. It has the same warning, but you'll notice that the handle is smooth and doesn't have the texture that the Mayhew and the Wright have. It doesn't have these little ridges here. Instead, it has all these little, I guess, divots. And instead of having just the triangle stamped with USA up here, it's got much more surfaces and it's not stamped. But again, we've got the warnings, rotate once, we've got the brand name, Mayhew and Channellock. Again, missing the USA here, missing made in the USA stamped here. And then where Wright and Mayhew have the number stamped It says made in USA, and it has the Channellock number. So again, very similar, but slightly different. So why did I go with these? Again, knowing that they're made by the same company, why did I buy Mayhew for Phillips head, Wright for flathead, and Channellock for Torx? I really liked with my Craftsman that I had the color coding. I knew the red ones were the flatheads, and the white with the blue, or the clear one, is the Phillips. That's really handy for me when I have multiple screwdrivers out and I want to grab the right one. Obviously, Walmart did the same thing with their HyperTough. They went with blue for their Phillips, red with their flathead. I kind of wanted to do that same thing and go with blue from Wright for the Phillips and red with Mayhew for the flathead. However, Wright, which is just rebranding the Mayhew again and putting it into blue, doesn't offer nearly as many Phillips sizes as Mayhew does. They offer way more flat head sizes though, and simply because of that, I decided to swap the colors, use dark blue from Wright for the flats and red from Mayhew for the Phillips, and this light blue from Channellock for the Torx. And they also offer square head. I'll probably do the square head from them as well. Another thing you'll notice about these three, similar but different, is they all have what it is marked on the back. I think Mayhew does it the best because it's large and the black gives contrast. So, you know, it has a number 2 to show that's a number 2 Phillips. Wright, it's just stamped in there. It says 1/4, so that's a 1/4 inch flathead. A little harder to see, not painted, just stamped. Same thing with the Channellock. It's just stamped. It shows Torx and it says a 30, so it's a T30. Again, I think Mayhew did it best, but because I'm using colors, I'm already going to know this one's the Phillips, this is the flat, so it's not as important to me. If you were buying just a full set from one company, then that might be a little more important to be able to see the difference. There are a couple other screwdrivers that I found that were made in the U.S. Tecton screwdrivers are made in the U.S. They're four-sided. I want to say they're orange-handled. It seemed pretty decent, but the thing against them is I really wanted color coding. I wanted to be able to just at a glance tell if I was grabbing for a Phillips or a flathead or something else. So I've been happy with these. I've used I haven't used this Torx head yet, but I've used the flathead, I've used the Phillips head, and so far they've seemed like they work well. I do think that the grip on the Mayhew and the Wright with the stippling or whatever you want to call it, the less smooth grip, gives a little bit better grip. The Channellock doesn't feel bad, but I think you have a little more grip on these. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. So if you don't want to color code your screwdrivers like I do, and you just want to buy a set from one brand, which of these 3 brands would I recommend? Well, like I mentioned earlier, Wright does not offer very many Phillips head sizes. They offer 8 different Phillips screwdrivers. That's their total number of variations in length and size of head. To me, that's not sufficient. So if I was buying a complete set from one brand, I would not buy Wright. Between Mayhew and Channellock, both have an excellent selection. You can find all the way down to, I think, 00 Phillips, all different sizes, just a really good selection. The Channellock might be a little easier to find for most people. Mayhew seems to be a little more difficult to find. You just got to find a shop that carries it. So in that case, maybe Channellock's more accessible to you. I do like the marking better on the Mayhew, and I do like the stippling. So if it was me and I was going to have them all be matched and not color coded, I was just buying them all from one company, I'd buy the Mayhews. I mean, Mayhew's the company that makes all of them, so I would buy the one that's branded with the name of the company that makes them. But you couldn't go wrong with the Channellocks. Honestly, the Wright, as long as you don't need more than those 8 sizes that they offer in the Phillips, and they offer considerably more in flathead. I think there's 21 different sizes of flathead. So yeah, if that's sufficient for you, then the Wright would probably be fine as well. But for me, if I was matching them all, I wanted them all red or all the same color handles, I would buy them from Mayhew. Thank you for watching.